Hi there, sign of Pisces. This is Kim with your next 48-hour reading. I hope you're doing really good and waking up with me. Thanks for waking up with me, no matter what time it is for you. This is Sacred Rebels Oracle, what I'm pulling from first. And I'll be using the guidebook. That is why that's laid out there. To give appropriate credit where credit is due. Alana Fairchild. Sacred Rebel Oracle. What you got for Pisces? Sorry guys, this pollen season has been really rough for me this year. Not to mention. Oh no, too many. Like whatever, too many, doesn't matter. It's coming out anyway. I guess all right, I'm open to switching plans, and that's what we're gonna have to do. It might be part of your message. Completely open to switching plans and moving in a direction. This one fell off the top. Quicksilver, which is movement, travel, mobility. All right. So I have power of attraction on the bottom. You have shock of the new. Follow your own rhythm. And the perfection of your life. So 35 and 6. All right, so. We're going to go to power of attraction first. Number 13. Okay, this card is saying that there's a lot of wonderful things in store for you, and you're coming upon a period of major transformation, a fertile period in your life. Talks about being a big soul, and so therefore having big dreams. And attracting, well, those people and those things on your path that will help you, because your dream is kind of intertwined with other people's dreams. Of course, this is collaborative here, right? So it says if you have, I'm going to pull just what I feel drawn to in the guidebook. So with this one, it says if you've been working on healing something within you, starting a new creative project, taking on a new job or relationship, and you feel like you're getting some results, but you're impatient for more, know that you can find that zone. You are doing well. That which is worthwhile takes time to build. So celebrate each success, even the small ones here. And the guidance says you're going to attract whatever is needed to complete your work in progress and bring it to fruition. All right, and then moving on to the shock of the new, what I feel drawn to, I feel drawn to this part. Don't be nervous if the rumble of change turns into a mighty roar that rocks the boat, bursts forth novel ideas and changes that in a way feel like it's out of your control. This is the shock of the new. Free fall into it. The guidance is that you're about to encounter something new and different in your life, and don't reject it no matter how small or insignificant it might seem. And I'm getting the image of the Page of Pentacles in my mind's eye, where this seed that will be planted that seems so out there to you is actually gonna turn into something really big, right? And then with the 5, follow your own rhythm. You cannot miss what is destined for you, nor will you gain anything by trying to push the cycle. So follow, oh, I didn't notice she's naked. So follow your own rhythm. Here, let's do a heart. There we go. There we go. Okay, so well, that's the only thing with this deck is there's lots of nudity in it, but life celebrates and supports the natural rise and fall of your inner rhythms. When it's time for rest, you'll feel naturally slowing down. When it's time to dance, you'll feel the natural build coming up for that, right? Experiment on what works best for you and tailor your lifestyle so that it nurtures your best self into being. And then 30, the perfection of your life. I don't think I've ever read this one. I'm going to read it from the get-go then. All right, it says, the perfection of your life. Have you ever seen a storm pictured from above? It can appear to be so beautiful and elegant. This is certainly different from your ground view, which could be a violent experience. So there is great beauty in your life now. However, the point that this is at in the natural process, you may be experiencing it as anxiety-inducing rather than beautiful, an internal chaos. You may feel like something is waiting to erupt from within you as there is a restlessness or anxiety pulling at you. It says perhaps the chaos is fully fledged about a person or situation in your life, causing all kinds of havoc, upheaval, or change, or uncertainty in your world. So whether the chaos seems subtle, strong, internal, or external, this oracle brings the same message for you, that all is unfolding according to a perfect higher order. You are currently enduring a cosmic spiritual storm, which is having an impact on you. So this spiritual storm here is clearing things out. It's ruffling feathers, and it's preparing you for a lovely, super fresh. I just listened to that song, super lovely. I love that song. It always gets me so pumped up. All right, so super fresh. I get distracted. Sorry. Uplifting feeling that one experiences after this storm has passed. If you have drawn this oracle here, know that there is something happening also on a subtle level. If you feel stuck, denied, bored, thwarted, or stale, this oracle brings you a message also. No matter what appears to be, in truth, there is only the unfolding creative genius of the universe. And you are not forgotten. You have not been looked over. You have not been denied, found wanting or rejected, or even unworthy. The storm that needs to erupt is in your own heart. So do your liberating rain dance. Rage, weep, pray, dance, paint, or sing. Express whatever is needed, however is needed, to exercise the blocked energy in your heart. And then you will call on the powerful perfection of your life path, as it will align you for your next creative turn in the spiral of life. Once again, you will learn to trust and directly experience the flower of life unfolding within you and around you. All right. Well, those all go together really nice. So what about the perfection of life? And by the way, this is my tiny tarot. I love it. Tiny tarot, tell me about the perfection of your life card. The 5 of Wands, obstacles. The 10 of Wands, something that comes to completion. You putting in hard work. Oh, and you're sowing seeds during... It feels like during a chaotic time where you could be very stressed, pressed, and working to your max, that you're also sowing seeds. And your patience will pay off. That's usually the general message with this, is that if you feel unfulfilled by some kind of success that you're looking for, then it could be because of all of this stuff going on. The 5 of Wands could be obstacles in your way, competition, other people trying to get to what you're trying to get. I really doubt it's the same thing, the same inspiration, because of the difference, the uniqueness here in your cards. The 5 of Swords and the Devil. Ooh. Follow your own rhythm and don't be tempted to be pulled into the normal attachment. I'm going to say normal because it is very normal to be tempted by earthly attachments, instant gratification. addictions, vices. Another 5, the 5 of Swords is yeah, that is, it could be somebody even like competing with your skill set, you know what I mean? But there's some kind of temptation there, and don't, it could be a temptation to even self-sabotage, so don't get pulled into that, I guess is the main message. Another 6, you got 6. So watch your thoughts, keep them as positive as you can. Shock of the new, something that comes in that really balances things is a huge success with the 6 of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Cups, because it's completely new. The word new and Ace of Cups really go together, because that is like the it's the start, it's the innocence of the cups, because it's the beginning. It can be anything, and usually when you see the Ace of Cups, like you see all of these different streams of water, because there's way more than one way that an emotional fulfillment is going to come into your life, right? So, power of attraction. What do I have? Temperance. This is your angels. These are your angels, your spirit guides. However you want to view this, you could be your higher self, but it's bringing in perfect chemistry and attracting the right things to you. And some of these things take time. 2 cards that are indicating patience is needed. All right. Everything worthwhile takes some time. I think that's another message wanting to come out for you all. So, all right. Yeah, okay, let's use the Kipper. I have the Kipper style deck, and then I have the Siren Song, which is a combination of the Kipper and the Lenormand decks. So we're going to get the Kipper deck out. First, unexpected income. Doing the honorable thing. Doing the honorable thing. Why is that? Okay. It almost feels like being judged by not being at a certain space, or by not, like if you're following your own rhythm and for some reason on the outside that doesn't match up to what society's standards are, or what your family's standards are, you know what I mean? It can put you, it can send you into a spiral of like despair and feeling less honorable about yourself. Or yeah, it's like I've heard it as the self-critic. I like that term, the self-critic, but it comes from different sources of why you feel that way, right? Don't get pulled into that trap. That's a trap of fear. And whereas one thing might motivate another person to do what seemingly is on their life path is not going to be the same thing that motivates another person. And so some kind of standard or whatever is not going to work for you. You're too unique and too out there in a good way. In a good way. So there's a standard of, well, if you just work harder, then you're going to see this result. Or if you just do this. But if it's not meant for your path, then whatever this is going to feel like toil and labor to you. It's not going to feel good, fun, or flowing. So follow your own rhythm. Again, the message of follow your own rhythm. Think about this. Think about this. 16, the thoughts. This could be also somebody else that is, like with this power of attraction, is pulling in these energies here that are good for you, that are good for your path. And so there is, it feels like a mind to mind, a soul to soul, heart to heart connection with somebody else here, as this person is thinking about this energy so much that they're in their maybe mind's eye, they've painted a picture already, and it's a beautiful picture, right? Like, no matter how you're feeling, they're painting, this is painting a beautiful picture. Courtship. The courtship card. Something's trying to come together. And when it comes together, when it's the right timing and comes together in perfection, divinity-wise, it will not feel pressured. And so there may be a challenge to this, but ooh, look at this change coming in. Number 9. And of course, it ain't hot. No, let me turn it. I always get hot once I start channeling these messages. Ooh. Change is coming. So anything where you were worried about work, money, standards, honor, all that stuff, yeah, so that is all changing. You may be even moving or relocating, because this has a car with a bunch of furniture on it, right? Or things like that. So, change. Give us something else on the power of attraction. Holy shit, really? Yeah. The 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups. It's a real love situation. It's a really good partnership. The choice here is, do you see the angel wings bringing this together? Oh, beautiful. I have military, number 22. Doesn't have to be military. It can be a person of power, a powerful friend. It can be you. It can be the official you. Oh, the whip down. So this is saying, this can be like an overly overbearing mentor figure or boss, or somebody that has, if you don't meet up to these standards or work as hard as this is what your grandpa did and like all that crap, then it's like repeatedly there's these words coming out of their mouth or this person's mouth that lets you know that they don't feel like you're living up to whatever their standards are. And that's the whip. And the whip is a harmful energy. The whip is, they would never admit it, but the whip is a form of emotional or verbal abuse. But like I said, they would never admit that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sip coffee. Sip of coffee. Woman. Who I'm talking about might be a woman for some people. Like, something becoming more reciprocal. It's pointing to something. Let me get something else on the woman part. The long road. The long road. Child, which if it's not an actual child, well, this could be a spirit child trying to come through. This could also be a child, I would say, like, because of the 13, I would say it could be a child that are in those ages, those kind of like, I don't know, 8 to 16, and they might be a little bit hard to handle at this time. Also, there may be some kind of reevaluating about the strictness or what you're saying, or what somebody is saying to them. I don't know if that resonates, and that's the message for that. Otherwise, the child card could be a change with a new beginning, something that's working smarter, not harder. Let me get something else for the child. good outcome. Oh my. Okay. Sometimes I'm like, will you answer this? And they're like, no, we're going to answer it this way. So for some, this is definitely a spirit child or the blending of two families coming together, because you have the good outcome 15 that reduced to a 6 is like a lover's energy. This is somebody kind of new that's coming in, just getting to know, and at a crossroads where you will be able to decide if you want to, if you do pursue this interest, it will have a good outcome for all. Change, news. What's he pointing to? The writer is kind of like the Knight of Wands energy, like somebody that wants to be with you badly. I heard that on it. Somebody that wants to passionately go in the direction that you're going in. They don't know what direction you're going in. Then I have the dog. It could be a dog that you know, of course, that you would love, like a family member, or this can be a loyal friend. This, like I said, I'm picking up Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be Sagittarius. It could just be the energy of somebody who's very powerful, that really enjoys like the adventures in life and can kind of steer you in a good direction. Let me get something for the military, the powerful person, because I'm being asked to like revisit that. The 9 of Pentacles. Oh goodness, yes. Male or female, this can be your energy that you would be stepping into as a very powerful person, because you have to watch yourself talk to yourself. Do not be the one to verbally or emotionally abuse yourself. The 9 of Pentacles is a big financial gain. It's a windfall, a winning, an inheritance of some sort, or just a gain, like a winning for your efforts. 9-9, releasing a hold of something from the past, but this is like being very self-sufficient, and it's you bossing up. Okay, could be you bossing up. Multiple meanings here. And then the heart. Spirit is really wanting you to focus on the good, right? So the heart's right here. Shock of the news. Something that will literally shock your heart space because of it coming together the way that it is. Yeah. The man and occupation on the bottom. Tell me a little bit more about the whip. The whip. The Chariot. The keys to your success is all about how you talk to yourself. Your inner dialogue, it's all about that. At least in this reading, there's a big focus. I have the Chariot. So it's like you're moving in a direction that will be victorious. You're on the right road to get there. That's what I'm thinking. Oh. And then I have 2, life path number 2, the partner, ruling planet, the moon. Pisces and Cancer energy can be very significant to you also. That's so beautiful. Angel number, please. 1010. Patient when it comes to matters of the heart, right? And again, with the thoughts, keep your thoughts positive. Keep your thoughts positive and be patient as everything is working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. 1010 says, I am patient. Also, 1010, I always feel like it's showing you that things are, they're unwinding in that divine timing. They're unwinding, and things are starting to happen for you. That's what I got. So that's what I got. I'm sending you much love. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell to come back. And if you are returning, I didn't say my gratitude. Thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate having you here, part of this soul family, soul tribe. For spirit guided messages, if you need a private reading, I offer those in the description box below is the information. So I'm sending you much love. Bye-bye.